Pez fans, thanks for tuning in. I am talking with Katie Compton. You may know her as a 14-time US National Cyclocross Champion and 5-time World Cyclocross medalist. Thank you for joining us live on Pez to talk about the Tour of America's Dairyland, an excellent race coming up pretty soon. I understand you're going to be attending, and we'd like to talk to you a little bit about what's cool about this race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I did it last year for the first time in a really long time, and the training was really good. I love the racing. It was hard racing. It was fast. It was fun. It was everything I needed to kind of jumpstart my kind of speed and fitness for a cross season. So I'm going to do it again this year. It worked last year, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it again and doing. I'm going to sign up for all the races. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all yet. I know last year I kind of struggled day 6 and 7. I definitely, I was really tired.
It was a lot. What drew you to it in the first place last year?
Actually, when I used to coach Katie Keogh, she used to race some of the Toad races for training, and I was always thinking that would be a really good and fun thing to do, and I kind of wished I could do it. So I just signed up for that, and I came in last year a little bit less fit, I'll say, just because I was going to use it as my first kind of training block. So I don't have to do intervals. I'd much rather race and do intervals. So it was kind of difficult, I'll say, to jump into Toad without any speed work before it. So I definitely rode into fitness. It's good. I really enjoy the crits, and the speed is fun, and the courses are all different. So I enjoy it.
What are some of the parts of this race and some of the elements that appeal to you from the racer perspective?
It's just fun because the environment is great. There are tons of spectators. The towns are really cool. There's cool little restaurants, cafes, and bars and stuff open during the race and after the race. The camaraderie between the racers is always fun when you're racing with the same people day in, day out. You get a racing relationship with people, and it just makes it more entertaining. The prize money and the preems are amazing, especially a couple of those days with the super preems. So it's just fast. It's fast, fun racing, and I think I like the technical courses. I like the corners. I like the fact that most of them are flat races. Yeah, it's just kind of a fun scene. And then it's also nice that all the races are pretty much within maybe 30 or 45 minutes of one place. So I can stay in one spot, and the drive to each race is pretty short each day. So
what's the level of competition like?
It's hard. It's really fast. For me, it's a little different because I use Toad to kind of work on my sprint and work on my speed and work on just the ability to go hard and recover. It's great. Crit racing is great for that. So for me, it's a little bit different. I'm definitely racing against some riders who are on form and riders that are fast. So for me, it just depends on the day. If I have good legs, I'm going to try to be at the front and try to sprint at the end. But maybe some days I'll go for preems, or I'll just kind of stay at the front and kind of chase things down, or work hard, not necessarily worrying about the result.
Does anything stand out about Toad for you beyond the calendar of racing that you're used to?
The cleanup is easier. It is different because road racing is different than cross. It's different from mountain bike. The personalities are different. The racers are usually different. It's a different sort of speed and technical skill you need to race a crit well. So it's definitely a little different. I like the fact that you have a bike and you have a spare set of wheels. It's pretty simple. I can go to each race. It's about this, same warm up. And the cleanup process is pretty easy. It's just you might rinse off the bike if it's a rain day, but honestly, it's a pretty dry, easy race. And
if you're talking to somebody who has not been to this race as a rider before, why would you tell them they should go and sign up and race at Toad?
It's just fun, and I think cross riders as well as mountain bikers, anybody who wants to get faster on a bike could benefit from racing Toad.
What are some of the things that stand out for you as being a lot of fun about the race?
Talk about the race, you get to laugh with people, you get to have fun, you get to suffer together, and I think when you spend that kind of time together, like suffering, there's a bond that forms that you can't really, you can't necessarily explain that well unless you've been there and done that. And I feel like Toad, for some reason, it allows you to be a little bit less serious. The racing is competitive and it's hard, but it's also a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. So I feel like if you want to kind of get into a multi-day race, Toad is a good way to start because it's fun And it's also not a stage race technically, so if you have a bad day or if you drop out one day, you can start the next day and it's a clean slate, which is also nice because if you're new to stage racing, it's hard to be good day in and day out. So a little bit of practice where the overall doesn't really count. It's more of it's an omnium, and you can have bad days and still recover and race well the next. So I think the prize money is pretty great, but also the preems are always fun. And honestly, I think the crowd preem on, I think it's Downer Ave.
Yes.
Is amazing. And I mean, it's all or nothing. You go for it, and it's fun to win it, and it hurts to get second or third in it because you get nothing. But it's the fact that it's a good thing to go for, and when you win it, it's such an exhilarating feeling. It's so great. So.
All right, well, Katie, thank you so much for talking to us and sharing some of your ideas and thoughts about what makes a Tour of America's Dairyland cool. Good luck this year, and hopefully we'll see your name atop the standings on one or more of those stages.
I hope so. Thank you. I'm going to give it a go and see.